This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Touchdown. Go. Go. That's it.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Lock now on first down. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
General West. Check it out, Reed.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. You got 3 down. Shift. Greystone, travel.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Single. Topper. Bravo.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 12-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Foot, squeeze. Check 37. Fire.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, white. Get it.
On 1st down, Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shoot.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Deuce, big 3, 218, chop it. Rock it. Big grip.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the backfield standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jerick McKinnon. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight ends right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check line 33. Check line 33.
And now he'll tuck it in. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, McKinnon again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready, ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go, go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Ready, break.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, Charlie. 40's Mike. Watch the screen. Blue dog forfeit.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun on third down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Jackson, options out left. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Shift. Hurry.
From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Alert. 3 down. 22, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a game of 18. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set up. 70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
On the ready.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check. Lucky. Back.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Lock again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
No.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Man left. Hey, we got 4 down. Short. On the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Jackson being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, General West. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Let's go.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Strip that ball. Wide, get wide. Greystone, Travis. 5. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run. This is Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you. I got you.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw it is Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Watch 14. Watch 14.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 66. Pull it. Half. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Check. 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 Oh!
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 6 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go. Set. 15 running. 15 running.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
That's what I do.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
The 23-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
64, wait. Watch the safety creep. Hey, exit. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch to Mike. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
That's a what? Smooth. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. Switch.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We don't want this.
From the 31, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Jackson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Watch the slant.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Ravens 41, Broncos 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw taken in by Hamilton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Okay. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Hey, Alpha! 5.
On 1st down, Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring it.
They run it again with Hill. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
70, Indy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lock working out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Again, they run with Hill. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Hill. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 3, 2 for Pittsburgh. Here we go, here we go. Down the tight, down the tight. Set up.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to